What is Ayurveda? In Sanskrit, the word Ayurveda consists of two words, Ayu, age or life, and Veda, knowledge. It means the knowledge of life. Unlike medicine, it doesn't work after someone becomes sick. Keeping your mind and body in a healthy state is the goal of Ayurveda. Each of the two Sanskrit words that make up the word Ayurveda have an elaborate meaning. Firstly, the life or Ayu. According to Sanskrit language, the word Ayu has many meanings and uses related to life, age, longevity and quality of life. In Ayurveda, Ayu is defined as the amount of time it takes for the body, mind and soul to become connected or unified. So if even one of these components is missing, a person cannot be referred to as living. Sleep is referred to as pralay or partial chaos, death, as the connection between the body and the active mind loosens during sleep. For those in a coma or in an embryonic state inside the mother's womb, this definition of Ayu is relevant. People in a coma do not have an active access to their mind. They are not able to use their senses to receive sensory signals or to make any kind of response. However, being in a coma or in an embryonic form do not refer to the loss of Ayu or life. These states are only a temporary disconnection between the body, mind, senses and soul. Therefore, we would say that the Ayu or life continues in these conditions. The permanent disconnection between all these factors leads to the transitional phase called death. This is a state where the connection between the world of matter, the mind and the soul is permanently severed, and the soul returns to the celestial world. Death ends the Ayu, or the duration of life, according to Ayurveda. It is interesting to note that Ayurveda does not have a concept of mental death. A person who may be medically referred to as brain dead still has the possibility of being revived. If we think about the many reported instances of near-death experiences where people recall their experience, we can conclude that Ayurveda is right on point here with this definition of Ayu or life. The same logic applies to animals, birds and plants. The Vedic tradition defines them as all having a soul, mind and body, or being made of matter. In the Vedic traditions, a plant's soul is no less valuable than the soul of a human being. This is the reason why Ayurveda is not just for humans. Ayurveda encompasses every living thing on earth. In the past, there were many branches of Ayurveda beyond what we could experience today. Ayurvedic veterinary science was particularly highly developed. It was called Pashva Ayurveda, where the word Pashu refers to the animals. This branch had many other categories and subcategories. The details of these branches are covered overall in the scope of Ayurveda. How does an Ayu start? Ayu begins when the sperm and the egg unite and provide the space for the soul to descend. The mind forms as the soul accepts incarnation, and the mind then serves as an interface between the soul and the body. Therefore, an Ayu lasts from the time of its creation until its death. All the knowledge or wisdom required by an embryo, a baby, a child, an adult, and an aging person can be found in Ayurveda. Ayurveda from a psychosomatic perspective. The definition of Ayu includes the element of the mind. Therefore, the mental aspect or mental health is the first component considered in Ayurveda because it includes the mind as the essential or one of the essential elements for life. In fact, mental health is often considered the most critical factor in Ayurveda because according to the Vedic philosophy, the mind is the source of our universe. It is from the mind that the physical body is born. For this reason, in Ayurveda, all health and disorders also emerge from the mind. Today, scientific proof is available to verify that many disorders occur due to chronic stress, anxiety, depression, negative thinking, and similar mental problems. A stressed mind can negatively affect the body's immunity and may lead to aggravation in one's conditions. Stress is also considered to be the critical causal factor for most of the inflammatory and autoimmune disorders experienced today. Ayurveda is focused on the importance of the well-being of the mind. Hence, it aims to reduce all related mental problems and to support physical health. In summary of this section, Ayu is the duration where the soul, mind, senses and body come together to form the phenomenon we call life. This term may seem simple, but it represents all the aspects of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a science that provides healthcare to every living being. According to this definition of Ayurveda, even bacteria are living beings and are therefore subjects of Ayurveda. Ayurveda applies to all living beings with Ayu, including humans, animals, birds and trees.